Hello everybody, welcome to English class. Today we will continue the same lesson, passive voice. Okay, actually this video is the second part of the lesson voice change. So let's start. In the previous of your video we have completed assertive sentence. Okay, according to the assertive sentence we have completed that one. Next, today we will continue the next type of sentences in passive voice. Okay. So as you know all that voice is divided into three actually. Basically two, but here today we will discuss three. Another part of it. First one active voice, passive voice, and third one is quasi-passive voice. So at the end of this video we will discuss about quasi-passive voice. Okay. Now if we will go for the interrogative. If we go for the interrogative sentence passive voice, that means that is asking question. So if you will get that kind of question, then what will be the form of it? Active voice format. Suppose if I write, do you complete the lesson? That is the question. Now it is an interrogative sentence. Now change this sentence into passive. In which way you can do it? Now the first rule what you will change, that is change this assertive question, this interrogative question into what? Into assertive sentence. So obviously that do verb auxiliary verb will be change. What? You complete the lesson. See here, I have changed the interrogative form into assertive, and that's why that auxiliary verb before the subject that has gone. Now you know how to change that passive voice format from active to passive. Now change it. Here it is subject, it is verb, it is the object. Now object will come first. So what will be the answer? The lesson. Now according to it, V verb will come, lesson first person number, that's why is, the lesson is, and third form of main verb will come, that is completed, is completed, by will come, and object form of you. Now that is the assertive sentence passive voice. What? The lesson is completed by you. Now your question has been given in the form of interrogative. So you should complete the answer in interrogative format. Then just try to bring the auxiliary verb before the subject. What is it? Auxiliary verb is just bring before it. So answer will be is the lesson completed by you? As it is at end there is a question mark, that's why question mark will be there. So that first step and second step that you should do. Okay, at the time of practicing you should do in copy, but as much as you are developing your practice, then automatically you can gallop these two steps. Directly from here to here you can do it. But my request to you to, whenever you are practicing any other interrogative sentence passive voice, then try to do these first and second step. Don't gallop that one. Either you may do some mistakes. So here you can see do, there is no other existence here in that answer. So answer will be is the lesson completed by you? That is. Okay. Now simply if I will change that do verb into did. Look here, what is the change? Now did you complete the lesson? Passive voice. Here it is a question. Did you complete the lesson? It is in past tense. Earlier on it was present, now it is past tense, as it is did present. Now whenever you are changing that interrogative form into assertive, then you can see did is having some impact with the verb. So then answer will be you complete not. Answer will be you completed. For the did here assertive form will be changed. So you completed the lesson. See, only for did here that complete verb will be completed. So you completed the lesson. That is what? That is assertive sentence, but past tense. Now what happened? Now you can see you completed the lesson as in the past tense. Past tense passive form, you know that object will come first here as subject, the lesson. Now as it is past tense, then past form of be verb will come. That is what? That is was. So it will be was. So the lesson was completed by you. That is the past form of, sorry, that is the passive form of that sentence. Now as the questions was in interrogative format, so you should change it again. So was will come in front before the subject. So here answer will be was. So was the lesson completed by you? Look here, did that word, there is no other existence here in that answer. So you should change, you should use that step 1 and 2. Then you can only do it. Understood? Now we are moving to the next. Another example we are taking using another verb. What is it? Suppose if we will get another auxiliary verb. Suppose are you following? Are you following me? Now, are you following me? Here you can see here are is auxiliary verb. In that sense, what? As you know, first try to change. First step will be try to change into assertive. It is an interrogative form. So subject will come first. Assertive means subject will come first. So you are following me. Full stop. Now try to change into passive. You know, me will come first. So I. Now according to I, that verb will be changed. What? I followed by am. So I am, as it is present tense, because are following indicating present continuous tense. So am will come here for I. I am being. I am being, for ing here being has come. So I am being followed. V3 form will be followed. Okay. I am being followed by you. Okay. I am being followed by you. That is the passive form of assertive. Now you have got the question in interrogative format. So obviously you should give the answer in interrogative. So here am will come first. So answer will be actually answer. It is the answer. Okay. Answer will be am I being followed? Am I being followed by you? Then don't forget to put question mark. If you will not put the question mark, then your answer will be wrong. So am I being followed by you? That is the answer. Okay. So here you can see are, there is no other existence. So that is the way. You cannot gallop that two steps. First try to change interrogative into assertive, then change that assertive sentence passive voice, then try to bring the auxiliary verb in front, and at last you will bring the question. Then automatically you will get the answer. Next one, suppose another verb we are using have. Okay. Suppose had they make mistakes. Had they make mistakes. Now it is, you know, had. What? Adverb has been used as an auxiliary verb. Then as you know the rule. What is the rule? Try to change interrogative into assertive. Then answer will be they had. Sorry, here the form has been changed. It's my mistake. So had they made mistakes. So they had made mistakes. Actually it is the form of past perfect tense. So they followed by had made mistakes. So I have what? Simply I have brought subject in front and then followed by verb. So it is assertive. Now assertive sentence past perfect tense, you know, try to change into passive. What is it? Answer will be mistakes mistakes what had been made, because for perfect tense been will come, auxiliary verb be. So mistakes had been done by them. Now it is the passive form of assertive sentence. Now you should change into interrogative, because you have got the question in interrogative sentence. So answer what had will come first. So answer will be actually had mistakes been made by them, question mark. That is the answer. So first step and second step you should what, you should not gallop, you should do it, then only you will get the answer. That is the answer. Okay, so had mistakes been made by them, so it is all about what, it is in case of interrogative sentence passive voice. If you will get not, suppose if you will get not, then simply you will add not with the verb. Very simple. Now we are moving to the next step, that is about interrogative after. What is the type of sentence? Interrogative after what is the type of sentence? Can you tell me? That is actually imperative sentence. Now imperative sentence, what is imperative sentence? Imperative sentence means actually what? Making request, giving order, or sometime giving suggestions. So in that case imperative sentence will be implemented. So if you will get that kind of sentences, then how you can change the passive? Now suppose you will we will get three types. First one, order, we will discuss. Suppose if I will tell that do it, just think that it is an order. Do it. So do it means actually something is there, that you is implied. That you is implied all the time. Whatever imperative sentence you will listen, you will make, mind it all the time that subject you will be implied, hidden. Okay, directly the sentence starts with a verb. Do it, stand up, sit down. Okay, so all these are what? Starting with a verb. So do it, it is the object. Now whenever you will get that kind of sentence in imperative sentence for voice change, then one rule will be there. What will be the rule? Just try to understand. Rule that let followed by object, then followed by be, then V3 form of the verb. Okay, that is the form. Now just try to apply that one. So let will come first, answer let. Then what is the object? Object is eat. So let eat. Now followed by be. So be will come. And what is the verb do? Do verb third form, first person form. What will be it? Now let it be done. Let it be done. That is the answer. Okay, understood? Or another answer you may do it. You are ordered to do it. You are ordered to do it. It is the simplest way. Only what you are ordered to, you are writing. Because in case of order, you will write. If you think that it is the order, then you are ordered to do it. Or best answer will be let it be done. Understood? Another one I am giving here. Suppose what? Much more confusing little bit sometime. Change the voice. Now, if I will tell that one, change the voice. Now change, change, it is the verb. Change the voice means voice change. Change the voice. So I am giving order. Change the voice. Voice is the object. Now form will be let plus object plus be plus V3. So what will be the answer? Let. Let. Then the object will come first. Object will come first. Let the voice. Now be will come. Let the voice be changed. V3 form will be what? Changed. Let the voice be changed. That is the answer in case of order. Okay. Now we are moving to next, that is if we will get any other request. If we will get any other request. So on that case, what kind of formula we can use? Okay. If I'll tell, listen my audio, please. Now the case is that listen my audio, please. Now listen, as you know, I have told earlier that the verb will come first. So listen my audio, please. Now please, P-L-E-A-C, please. Here you know, this indicates request. Okay, sometimes you may find some of the word like kindly. So that indicates that what? That they are actually requesting. Okay, so now please indicating it is a request. So in that case, what you should do? Okay, then your form will be you are requested to plus V1. Now you are requested to, as it is a request, you are requested to plus V1, then followed by the rest of the sentences. Then what? You are requested to, answer will be you are requested to listen my audio. Then please will not come, because here you are requested will be the supplementary of please. In case of, if you will get please or kindly, like that kind of word, you will change that word into you are requested to. Very easy it is. So answer will be what? You are requested to listen my audio. Okay? That is the answer. So you are requested to listen my audio. Very simple. Okay? Now we are moving to the next, that is about advice. Now if you get any kind of advice, okay, so in case of advice, what kind of? Okay, suppose keep my word. Keep my word, suppose it is an advice. Okay, or you may follow my instruction. Suppose I will give you another example. Follow my instruction. Please not. Please if it will be written, then it will be regarded as a request. But follow my instruction, obviously it is an advice. Now in that case, what will be the form? Here the form will be object followed by should be, then main V3 form. So that is the rule actually. It is the rule. You know, it is the rule in case of advice. You will write in your copy. So object followed by should be plus V3. So answer will be what? Follow what? My instruction. This is the object. So answer will be my what? My instruction should be, then V3 form of the verb. This is the verb. Should be followed. My instruction should be followed. That is the answer in case of advice. So you will follow that rule. Or you may write down you are advised to another answer I am giving. You are what? You are advised to follow my instruction. You are advised to follow my instruction. That is answer. You are advised to. So if it is order, then you are ordered to. If it is request, you are requested to. Or if it is an advice, then you are advised to follow my instruction. It is the simplest way. But try to follow that rule. My instruction should be followed. That is the answer. Okay. Now we are moving to the next. If you will get not imperative sentence, suppose if you will get any kind of auxiliary verb will be present in your sentence. In case of modal or helping verb. If you will get a modal or helping verb in your sentence, then what will be the answer? Suppose everybody would understand my my lesson. Everybody could understand my lesson. Could understand, you know, it is the what? Modal or helping verb. In that case, what will be the answer? Everybody could understand my lesson. Everybody could understand what? My lesson is the object. So, what will be the answer? Answer will be my lesson could be understood by everybody. Now you can see B has been added. So object followed by could, modal will not be changed, that helping verb will not be changed. So my lesson could be, only you will add that one, B, followed by what? Modal or helping verb followed by B. So my lesson could be understood. Understand V3 form will come. So could be understood by everybody. That is the actually what in case of modal or helping verb. And now we are moving to the quasi passive voice. That is the today's last topic. So try to understand. This one we are going for quasi passive voice. What is the quasi passive voice? Quasi passive voice means actually some of the voice which looks like, you know, active, but, you know, passive in sense. The force will be passive. Looks like active but passive in sense. What? Suppose I am giving. If I will tell honey taste sweet. Here you can see that honey tastes sweet. It looks like active sentence. You know, it looks like active. Okay, but actually passive in sense. Passive in sense. Now why? Now if you go for the passive, then it will be honey taste sweet when it is tasted. Now look at this form. When it is tasted, object followed by is, then V3 form of the verb. As I told that without V3 form voice change will not be done. So honey tastes sweet when it is tasted. Okay, then only actually it is the quasi passive voice. That means the whole voice looks like active but actually passive in sense. That's why it is quasi passive voice. This book, another example I am giving. This book reads well. Okay, this book reads well. Then what will be the answer? Answer will be quasi passive voice. Answer will be this book reads well when it is read or published. Any other answer will be right. So when it is read, so it is the passive form. Okay, passive in force. This book reads well when it is read. Okay, so now this kind of voice whenever you will get, that is called quasi passive voice. Again I am telling some of the voice which looks like active but passive in force, it is called quasi passive voice. Okay, thank you. I hope you have understood well. Have a good day.